Yo, peace and blessings. This is Gerald Bannister, aka Thunny Brown, aka the Thunder God, Rock Boy G. Y'all already know me. Some of y'all do, some of y'all don't. But this ain't about me. This right here I wanted to put together to bring awareness and shed some light on something that's affecting our people and always have and always will in great numbers. And a lot of times people don't speak on it. They keep it quiet, whether they're embarrassed, ashamed, or just don't want that help. And what I wanted to speak on today was mental illness. The mentally ill that's in our family, in our communities, that's out here, and they mind not right, man. They might not know what to do. They might not know what's affecting them. We might know, and either way, we still love them, and we don't want to treat them any less than any person else in our lives, any other human being that might be walking the face of this earth. Now, I said that because I'm affected by it. My family is affected by it. My aunt, my mother's sister, Verdell, Tammy, Vicious, Graham. I mean, some of y'all know about various different names: Verdell, Vicious, Tammy, whatever. This is her right here. This is my aunt. This is my mother's blood sister. My aunt. A lot of y'all people might recognize her from frequently being in and around Brownsville projects, Langston Hughes projects, where I'm from, where I formerly lived. You know what I mean? She's not right mentally, hasn't been, but I love her. And this is my aunt, this is my family. Just like a lot of y'all got family members that might go through various forms of mental illness. I mean, I also wanted to put some light to this situation because a lot of y'all people, y'all might not know how to deal with them. Some of y'all might take it for a joke. You don't have any much understanding of this type of things and the way that it affects people. You know what I mean? But this is, like I said, this is my aunt. I love her. It's my mother's sister. We love her. She got family. She might live in the streets and you might see her in the streets, but she don't have to be in the streets. You know what I mean? She knows that. And I don't feel no guilt and we don't feel no guilt when we see her out there because she only got but help anytime she reached to anybody in the family. None of us don't want to do nothing but help her and give her what she need. At the same time, we ain't gonna take away from our comfort in life, to if she's not gonna be trying to help herself. So of course, just like God is, I mean, we help y'all when we help those who trying to help themselves. You can't people in these situations, you can't force them to be, you can't commit them. And if y'all don't know what that is, that's when you send somebody to a hospital, to a psychiatric ward, and you sign them in and they can't sign themselves out. You can't do that to someone if you're not their mother or their son or daughter. That can't be done. So if the person is not a threat to themselves or a threat to others around them, they might end up going in and out of the system, in and out of the hospital, in and out of the jail system because, people like this that are affected by mental illness, they don't just keep locked up like that. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to read y'all something real quick and wanted to, like I said, shed some light on this situation. You know what I mean? Mental illness is also called mental health disorders, referred to as a wide range of mental health conditions, disorders that affect your mood, thinking, and behavior. Examples of mental illness include depression, anxiety disorders, schizophrenia, eating disorders, and addictive behaviors. Many people have mental health concerns from time to time, but a mental health concern becomes a mental illness when ongoing signs and symptoms cause frequent stress and affect your ability to function. A mental illness can make you miserable and can cause problems in your daily life, such as at school or work or in relationships. And in most cases, symptoms can be managed with a combination of medications and talk therapy or psychotherapy. Now, some of the symptoms and signs of mental illness can vary depending on the disorder or the circumstances and other factors. Mental illness symptoms can affect emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. Examples of signs of mental illness include feeling sad or down, confused thinking or reduced ability to concentrate, excessive fears or worries or extreme feelings of guilt, extreme mood changes of highs and lows, withdrawal from friends and activities, significant tiredness, low energy or problem sleeping, detachment from reality, such as delusions, paranoia, or hallucinations, inability to cope with daily problems or stress, trouble understanding in relations and people, problem with alcohol or drug abuse, major changes in eating habits, sex drive changes, excessive anger, hostility or violence, or suicidal thinking. Now, sometimes symptoms of mental health disorder appear as physical problems such as stomach pain, back pain, headaches, or other unexplained aches and pains. Yeah. Now, you know when it's time to see a doctor. If you have any signs or symptoms of mental illness, you need to see your primary care provider. That's your doctor that you see on a regular, you know what I mean, or a mental health professional. Most mental illnesses don't improve on their own, and if untreated, a mental illness may get worse over time and cause serious problems. Now, if you have suicidal thoughts, anybody out there thinking about killing themselves, we need y'all to go ahead immediately and contact somebody at your local police department, your local hospital. Contact 911 immediately. You could call the suicide hotline number in the U.S. You know what I mean? You call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. Or you could use the web chat on suicidepreventionlifeline.org/chat. I mean, or once again, you can seek help from your doctor or reach out to a close friend or a loved one. Contact your minister, your spiritual leader, somebody down at the mosque, or whoever else in your life or your faith or community that you think that you feel comfortable talking to. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is my mom's sister. That's my mother at the top. You know what I mean? Big up to the Queen Mother. This is my aunt at the bottom, her sister. You see the resemblance. I mean, I want y'all people to show love, show respect for yourselves, show respect for each other, and most importantly, don't forget that we gotta help one another, and that includes our family and friends, and even those in our community that's affected by mental illness. And if they can't see it and can't recognize it, it's up to us to see it and recognize it and try to point them in the right direction. Salute. What's wrong? What's wrong?
I don't want to be there no more.
It ain't your time to go. If it was, God would have took you.
He ain't got to take. I'm just taking myself away.
You was just out here a minute ago laughing and smiling with the people in the neighborhood. Now you talking about you don't want to be
The
here.
neighbor fucking smiling.
So that's all I act. That's pretend.
Ain't no fucking actor.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
don't
So,
get paid to do nothing.
so you was just out here smiling and laughing with the people. You wasn't acting. Look, you got to spit on yourself.
What? Do me a favor. Pour me whatever you want.
I just did you a favor and brought you some clothes.
All right.
I'd like for you to get up and put these socks on.
Thank you. I ain't putting no fucking socks. I'm laying down. I was sleeping. Shouldn't have woke me the fuck up. Should have just left around until we come. Stop taking pictures of me. I don't need my family to see me shit. My family kiss my mother's ass and suck my father's dick. Basically.
Some of y'all may think that this is a laughing matter, but I assure you it is not. This is my family, and it hurts for us to see her out here like this, in this condition. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter whether or not somebody with a mental illness is yelling at you, cursing at you, disrespecting you. If you're in your right state of mind and you can recognize that somebody else is not, it's up to you to make that choice. You're either gonna give this person some help or you're gonna keep it moving. But to be out there going back and forth, trying to act tough, or throwing out the same type of energy that they giving you is not the way to resolve this type of issue. You know what I mean? And that goes for our people that see us out here in these situations, as well as the police. You see somebody that's emotionally disturbed, EDP as they call it, and I like everybody don't know how to handle these situations. So if you yourself don't know what to do in a situation like this, just dial 911, contact them, let them know that you got an emotionally disturbed person on set and they gonna need some help. You know what I mean? But don't be out here trying to give them back that energy, trying to thug it out with them. That ain't gangster. Love is love. Salute. Now, although some may laugh and find it funny, let me assure you this is no laughing matter for your family to be out in the street talking to you or let alone anybody else like this. It was very disrespectful what she said, but still, we know she's not in her right state of mind, so we not going upside her head. We don't expect anybody in the family to, and we don't expect anybody else in the street in their right mind to do any bodily harm to anybody suffering from mental illness because they might be in the street acting out of character, acting, talking to people in a manner of which you're not accustomed to being spoken to, and things of that nature. But let me assure you, this lady, like I said, is my family. She helped raise me. It was times, when she's following her routine and on her meds, where she's a completely different person. You know what I mean? And even before these things, even before she was affected by mental illness, I know her as a different person, or know her to be what we see here and a different person. Like I said, this is my family and we love her. Don't be out here trying to thug it out with the people in the street that's mentally ill. That ain't cool. That ain't gangster. You know what I mean? Take it from a real G. Salute.